Hi, and welcome to your Humber News Update. I'm Jordan Finkelstein, coming to you from our newsroom here at Humber College North Campus. Here's what we're working on at this hour. There's been another shooting of an unarmed black man by a white police officer, this time in Phoenix, Arizona. Witnesses say 34-year-old Romain Brisbane was shot Tuesday night after a struggle. Police say they asked the man to show his hands, but instead he put them towards his waistband and fled. He was unarmed.
We don't have a duty to retreat as a police officer. In fact, we have a duty to investigate in this particular case. And he made a decision when the suspect got out of the vehicle, believing that he would leave the area, that he was going to intervene.
The shooting is the latest death of a black man at the hands of white police. In New York, thousands of people took to the streets to protest against a grand jury decision not to indict the officer in the death of Eric Garner. Garner was killed by police in July when they put him in a chokehold. Over 200 protesters were arrested in New York last night. After much delay, NASA's Orion spacecraft finally took to the skies this morning in a ground-shaking launch.
Back here in Mission Control, one of the Orion program milestones that was achieved about an hour ago.
The next giant leap for the space agency started with Aurora. Like its mythical namesake, this Orion climbed the blue sky and stalked the space above Earth for more than 4 hours. Like clockwork, the capsule detached from the main body, the parachutes deployed, and made its way back home. Tens of thousands of people have been forced from the central Philippines as a powerful typhoon heads their way. People are bracing for destructive weather. Even though Typhoon Ruby has been downgraded from its super status, it's still expected to be a fierce storm. Ruby could hit land tomorrow. Last year, Typhoon Haiyan devastated the country, killing over 6,000 people. In the world of sports, the Leafs are down again, the Cowboys wins Thursday night's matchup, and Daniel Alfredsson gets an emotional farewell from the Senators. Turning to weather, it feels like -2 right now with heavy cloud cover, but there's a small chance that the sun may come out this afternoon. We assure you, this next story is not tongue-in-cheek, but definitely tongue on canvas. A Chinese folk artist is creating art one lick at a time. In a family tradition dating back to his great-grandfather, the artist dips his tongue in ink before creating paint strokes on paper. He had to stop using regular ink after being diagnosed with lead poisoning. But this tongue Picasso hasn't stopped making his masterpieces. That's your 12 o'clock update. We'll be back with more Humber News at 2.